What's up, man?
I can't see you anymore, shabrehlz.
Aw, snap. All right, let me see.
You must have hit the recording thing.
Sorry, shabrehlz. I'm actually just tracking where my packages are on Amazon. They should, because they're going to be coming to my house in 2 more hours, shabrehlz. Can you... Sweet arms. I wish I had some tattoos, but they when'd you get the koi done?
That's actually a shitty angle. Check this out.
Sick, man. Dude, I remember when I first met you, used to just be fucking lines. You got that shit colored in.
You guys want to get some Windexes, birds?
We talking about that Michael story, shabrehlz? Hey, is it hard to see me?
Nah, I mean...
How about now?
I can see you. The fuck? I like that, man. It's a cute nightlight for Tyler.
You think you'd like the Yoda one, dude? My dad got this. Shout out to... What's up, Cap? So, wait a minute. Are you Captain America?
That's my favorite shirt. I wore that today at work since I'm the fucking boss. You know what I'm saying?
So, guess how much Captain America can shoulder press? Yo, it's funny. What are you drinking?
Isn't it 800 pounds?
You know what's funny, man? You and I didn't even plan on having beers at the same time, so cheers.
Cheers, brills.
Tecate, a.k.a. the cheapest beer you can get on the market. You get it for like dude, $10.
Look, there's a picture of your legs on this.
What the fudge? Dude, that is... Hey, man.
I'll say this.
Say this, shabrehlz. Can you see Yoda all right?
Yeah, you showed me the other day. I was like, I'm assuming that plugs in.
So when my dad got it for me, he thought it was just going to be a projection. I just talked to him on the phone yesterday, and he was just like, I didn't know it was going to be a cheap piece of fucking plastic. He's like, I got it for you because Yoda's wise. And then he said, he's like, I thought about you because I was just like, you know what, Dave? You're pretty wise yourself. And I'm like, bad call, shabrehlz. Anyways, man.
Shit, brills.
Actually, I got 2 things. So I was actually going to open up 2 of the packages that I got from Amazon. I placed 2 orders. One of them's a surprise, so I'll just bring it up on the next podcast, I guess. But, you know, I actually didn't do any research on any of the Philly or San Francisco teams because I was too busy posting pictures of my butt, shabrehlz.
I know. Christy's like, and I'm like, what the fudge?
I want to give a shout out to Kate Quigley for liking my picture. Thank you.
That was hilarious.
Any likes that I get from people that have over 100,000 followers on Instagram definitely helps us out. So thank you. And if Tecate,
cheers, bro,
want to sponsor you, Guinness, if you want from Philly to Cali to sponsor you, we're all in. Cool. Those are my legs.
Oh man. So which story should we start this off with, dude? The fuck.
You want to talk about Halloween when you were 18? No, we'll talk about.
Nah.
I'm thinking we can talk about. So, I don't know. I didn't do any research on the Roy Nelson and Fedor fight, or Roy Nelson and Mirko Crocop fight. Didn't Fedor just get knocked out?
Yeah, dude. Fedor got crumbled, man. I just watched all those fights within like a half hour.
Oh, you did? Did you watch the Fedor one?
Yeah, it was bad. I was just like, it was quick. It was like, I don't know, 20 seconds.
But dude, imagine
Vader,
being,
like, Kloop. It was just one shot, dude.
but like, imagine being in Fedor's shoes, dude. Like, Fedor took a beating in the Mirko Crocop fight back in what, 2002? Like, Mirko Crocop was Mirko Roycrop, dude. I don't think I've ever seen anybody take a beating as hard in my life, aside from what's his name? Who was the wrestler, the really buff wrestler, black dude that picked Fedor up and slammed him right on his head, and Fedor still fucking beat him. He got him in an armbar, I think. What was his name? He recently passed away, dude, from like a heart attack. And he also fought Rampage Jackson. Come on, I know you know.
It's not Bob Sapp because he didn't die.
It's what's his name?
He recently passed away from a heart attack.
Yeah, he passed away last year, dude.
Damn, I'm not sure.
Dude, he was a all-state wrestler. I think he might have been an Olympic gold medalist in wrestling as well.
You're not talking about the dude who got fucking staph, are you? Kevin Randleman?
Yes. Kevin Randleman. Hey, man.
He died. I didn't know he died from a heart attack.
I
thought he died from staph.
Yeah, I think it was from staph. My bad.
I'm like this. Who are you talking about?
So in the video podcast, there's a little bit of a lag. We're using, let me see if all the applications on my phone are here. Close really quick. Close that. Boom, 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 boom. Just in case it's on my end. All right. Sorry, Burrells. I got a lot of, would you like to call them dating apps? All right. There we go.
Gotta close all your apps, Burrells.
Yeah, it's still a little slow. You wanna? All right. So, anyways, yeah, Kevin Randleman, dude. Like Fedor's. I mean, obviously he's fought the best of the best, and this is how I see it, man. You know, taking that much of a beating over the course of his 20-year career, maybe longer.
Yeah, dude.
Dude, I mean, and he's from Russia. Dude,
his nose is like. Every time I see his face and he gets punched at it, I'm like, dude, it's gotta hurt like a bitch getting his nose. Dude, Bader was literally just like, boom, and he fucking just like, boom, fell back and he like cracked him like on the ground. One more good one, and then he hammer fisted him and like cut him open. Like it was all like within like 3 seconds, dude. It was bad. Fader was just
well, Ryan, this is how I see it, man. It's just like we're all in a biological body. You can only take so many hits until your body starts to give. You know
this
what
is
I mean?
Fedor.
What do you mean? Doesn't he have a squish? Oh, when he smiles?
No, dude, he doesn't smile at all. It's just he always looks just like this.
Dude, I know.
Okay. Did you hear Shab talking about him today? He likes he likes Abercrombie and Fitch and Red Lobster. That's his favorite things about America.
Really? Wait, Fedor's?
Yeah. He likes Abercrombie and Fitch, dude. Thinks it's like the cool thing, I guess. And then like Red Lobster's his favorite restaurant.
That's awesome, dude. I was actually just at
You got a high quality studio there.
Hey, this was to my knowledge, I think this was a $15 Yoda. I'm trying to get it higher so you can see my face better.
I can see fine.
Yeah, so I like how I got this little light here. Let me change the light.
Yeah, do you have a dresser you can put it on?
Actually, I don't have a dresser, shabrehlz.
You have something next to your bed?
Yeah, but it's lower than this.
Welp, buy some furniture.
So
you're like, I can put it on my dresser over here on the floor. It's just a shoebox.
I don't think you can see it anymore. So it's literally just next. You know what it's actually sitting on? This is called WordPress. This is what I'm using this is what we're using to design our website from philly2cali.com. My roommate actually lent it to me, and now I'm using it to hold Yoda. What's up, Yoda? Fist bump. Douche. So, anyways, yeah. So, I mean, I don't think Fedor's ever gotten knocked out that fast, right?
I think Mitrione knocked him out fast like that too.
So I wonder what's next for Fedor. I think he kind of looks at it like this because he's such a big name. He's gonna make money either way.
Yeah, like Mitrione and Fedor hit each other at the same time. They both fell down, but Mitrione just got up first and like capitalized.
Yeah, dude, I remember that. Yep.
Those are heavy fucking hitters, man.
Would you ever fight Fedor?
Huh? Oh fuck.
So
I gotta tell you my story, man.
Oh wait.
I gotta tell everybody this story.
All right. Is this wait? So you don't want to wait till Friday?
Till Friday?
I'm just kidding.
No.
So Ryan's been wanting to tell this story for a while. Is it when you were gonna pick up did you get a Civic?
I was test drive.
Congrats on your Civic, man. You didn't send me pictures of it yet.
Cause I didn't get it.
Oh.
That's why I have a story.
Okay. So what happened? Did the guy?
So so the guy comes over. I was talking to him like all day about the car, and actually it was like 2 days, just like getting as much information as I could before he came, just because I knew he's like an hour away.
Okay.
And he was gonna come to the house, so I was like, if there's anything that's like questionable, like take pictures of it, like send me anything that you can that might change my mind about the car, because I didn't want him coming if I wasn't gonna fucking buy it.
So did you have to drive out to him?
No, I stayed at home and he came to me.
Did he come to your house?
Yeah, it was about an hour and a half drive for him.
Where was he coming from?
South Jersey.
Okay.
So he gets here. I go outside. It's like 7. It's like 7:00, so it's pretty dark already. But I can kind of see. And I'm like looking at the car. Looks good, and I'm like, a couple things. I'm like, all right, could you pop the hood? Like, I just want to, look at the engine and the motor and shit. So he pops the hood, and I'm like looking, and I'm like, dude, this thing's got some leaks on it. You said like it didn't have any leaks. I was like, look right here, like it's leaking here. Oh, the fucking oil pan.
Oh shit.
Like it looks like it was leaking in a couple places, and I was like, dude, what the fuck, man? Like, why didn't you tell me that it had leaks when I asked you? And he's like, oh man, I can fix all that stuff in like an hour. And I was just like, fuck, I don't need you to fix it. I wanted a car that's fucking ready to go, dude. I don't have time to like bullshit around. And I was like, whatever. They closed the hood, so I'm looking on the inside, and like down the sides of the doors, like where the speakers are, like the fucking caps are missing. And I'm like, dude,
what?
I'm like, dude, what the fudge? I was like, I don't want this ghetto shit, man. I was like, didn't I tell you, like, clearly to let me know, like, if there was anything?
Oh, what a idiot, man.
And he's like, on the way here, he's like, the speedometer stopped working, and I was like, dude, I'm gonna fucking kill. I was like, in my mind, I'm like, this dude's like full of shit. But I was like, I felt kind of bad.
He's wasting your time.
Yeah, I was like, I felt kind of bad at the same time, but I was like, let's just go for a ride. I just want to see. So he gets in the car, and I get in the passenger seat. I'm like, go up this street. We'll go over here, and we'll go out so I can take it for a test ride. So as we're pulling up my street and like going out towards
Did
the
it
main
start?
road. Huh?
Did it start?
Oh yeah. Like it ran fine and all, but like there was all those little things were pissing me off already. So we're driving out, and he's driving like super slow, and I'm just like, what the fuck? This dude's driving like so slow. And like we got out on the main road, and he was still going like pretty slow, and he's like, yeah, like talking about some of the things in the car, and I'm like, yeah, up here after these lights, like pull in here, and we'll switch so I can drive it. So we pull in, and like Christy had texted me, so like I got my phone out, and like I was texting her, and she was like, everything okay? And right as I'm like doing that, I like looked over at him, and he was like, and he goes, nah, and like he fast as shit, like he puts it in reverse and like backs up super fast into State Road, which is like a busy ass road, and like
what
he's
the fudge? Hey man, was he trying to kill you?
Hold on, let me feel it. So he backs into the road, and I'm like, dude, what are you doing? I was like, I want to test drive it. And he's like, nah. And like all of a sudden, he's like looking over at me, and he's like, starts taking off in first gear, like super fast. He's like, what? In second gear, and he's like looking at me, and he's like, all of a sudden, he's like, and he starts getting like he's panicking. Like I thought he was on drugs, and all of a sudden, I'm just like, fuck this. I'm like, fuck this. We're going like 40 miles an hour.
You were in Fast and the Furious 10, man.
I pulled the fucking e-brake, and I'm looking at him like getting ready to punch him because I thought he had a gun or like a knife. Dude.
What the?
So as I'm looking at him, I fucking pulled the e-brake, and like we're sliding across the street. We go completely like sideways and like smashed into this wall, and I was like, boom! Like I punched the shit out of the window trying to break it because I thought he locked me in the car. And I finally like got the door handle and like pulled it open, and I just like fucking ran as fast as I could. And I didn't even look in the street, dude. I could have easily got fucking like run over.
Dude,
I was like panicked, and I like ran as fast as I could, dude.
Holy shit, man.
Once I was like 150 yards away, I like called 911 because I thought he was gonna go back to the house and like,
dude,
my wife.
Fudge.
But like, so after all that shit happens, he texts me. He's like, "Sorry, man." He's like, "No deal."
Wait, he said what?
He said, "Sorry, man, no deal. Like, I'm not gonna sell you the car." And I was like, "What the fuck, dude?" I was like,
"Dude,
what kind of drugs? What kind of drugs was he on?" That's what I was thinking. Like, he was high, and like he started bugging out. But like when we pulled into that street and he started to like bug out, he was like, he said that he got scared that I was taking him to like some creepy area and I was gonna rob him. I was like, all right, but like, me knowing the area, like I knew where I was, but I guess he was scared.
Dude, you probably scared him, man. But I mean, whatever.
I must have scared him bad, dude, because I almost fucking totaled his car. We're like sliding through the street as I yanked the e-brake up, and we're just like.
Well, I mean, you're probably much bigger than the fucking guy.
I mean, he was like 6 inches taller than I was.
How big was he? Like 200 pounds, maybe?
Nah, it was like a skinny kid, like Puerto Rican dude. So I was like, I had no idea. As soon as he started going like, started like putting his hand up, I thought he was like gonna pull something out. That's why it was just like, fuck this. Yank the e-brake.
Hey,
and we're sliding.
Can I be honest? That's probably one of the coolest fucking stories I've ever heard in my life. Hey, man.
Dude.
Fist bump, brother.
Nah,
Hey, man, that's
it was bad,
scary,
man.
man. I'm sure you were scared.
Dude, the side of my hand when I smashed this window, like I was like, I was in fear for like my life, dude. I was like, boom, like as hard as I could, like I was just gonna smash it and like climb out.
Holy shit, dude.
But
Sorry,
the thing
sorry
that
you
like,
went.
the thing that freaks me out is that whole time I didn't even think about hitting him, which is like kind of like concerns me because like I didn't think about punching him the whole at all, and like
Well,
I probably should.
Because
Yeah, it's good I didn't, but
yeah. Because I'll say this,
dude,
man.
he
Like,
was driving the car, so I guess I didn't want to like
I mean,
knock him out.
you're
But
not you're not a small dude. You know, I wouldn't want to brawl with you. You know what I mean? And nobody. I mean, I've gone out with you in public before, man. Nobody fucks with you.
it was
is-
weird.
no,
It was weird, dude.
and you know, yeah, that's crazy. You know what I mean?
I couldn't stop thinking about it. I had to like, cause after that happened, like I tried calling him just because I wanted like some fucking answers, and like he blocked his phone or he shut his phone off. So I went to Facebook to go to the messenger where I was talking to him. That was gone, and the car ad was gone. So I was like, was this dude like trying to fucking pull something on me, and like it didn't work out? So like he deleted all the shit. But then he actually did answer me on Messenger, and I was like, dude, can you just call me? So like he called me, and like I talked to him for like 15 minutes, but
Oh, did you talk to him after too, Ryan?
yeah, he did.
What did he say?
He just said that he was like that he messed up. He's like, I freaked out, man. Like I was scared that you were gonna like rob me or. And I guess like I guess like when it's yourself, like you don't think like you know who you are, but like
Right.
I guess I was wearing like a beanie and like my hooded sweatshirt, so he might have thought I was like,
Hey,
you
man, can I be honest? Dude, whenever you wear baggy clothes, like, I don't know, man, you got this weird, intimidating look. I wouldn't fuck with you, man, because, like, when we go out in public, you got, like, these wide-ass fucking shoulders, and when you take your shirt off, your fucking arms are, like, fucking boulders. And you got like, you look like a bigger version of Vin Diesel. You know what I mean? So it's just like, I remember when we went to the mall, like after we did our first pilot podcast, we went to the mall over in Bucks County, Pennsylvania. And when we were walking around, man, like it was me, you, and Tom walking. But I mean, I'm not saying that you and I are like the biggest guys out there. We're pretty decent size. You and I are about the same size. What? I'm actually about 183 right now. You're probably what? 185, 190.
I'm like 198 now.
So you're 5'11".
Yeah.
6, something like that. So we're about the same height, and you know, when we're walking around, you know, it's like. And coming from you and I, like we're, you know, I think we're two of the most nicest people. Like nobody really knows us, but it's like when you're walking around, you know, and we both lift weights, and you know, it is what it is. We're decently sized people. You know, people sometimes get a little, I guess, intimidated at times. I'm not saying everybody's scared. I've seen some big motherfuckers that are much bigger than me that, I wouldn't fuck with, but I mean, for the most part, I just remember us in the mall, dude. And when we would walk by people, they would just kind of look away. And
oh man.
I know you weren't there with your wife, but there was like 2 pretty hot chicks that were checking you the fuck out with your tattoos out, man. You're like, I'm just gonna take my hoodie off, and you just got your sleeves hanging out. I'm like, cool, man. I don't have any tattoos. But should we tell the Michael story?
Oh man. Sure. You should start that off.
I guess since Ryan had a pretty catastrophic life event happen to him, I thought it was gonna be a funny story. I didn't know you almost got killed, shabrehlz. I didn't know that Craigslist killer was out for you.
Dude, my feet, my feet actually hurt the next day because I ran so fast, dude.
Would you run a 40 and a 4.2?
I was gone, dude. And I like looked. I was like looking over like as I ran, and like he was up against like the wall for like it seemed like 15 seconds. Like he was just sitting there,
Dude,
and then like he backed up and like started to drive away, and I was like,
that is one of the craziest fucking stories I've ever heard.
dude, the way he started bugging out, man, it was fucking. I was just like, I'm like, dude, what the fuck is your problem? And I like had my hands up, like I was like ready. I was just waiting for a gun, like so I could like grab it. But then I was like, fuck this, dude, because we were going about 40 miles an hour, and I yanked the fucking e-brake. The car's just like, but
dude, what? That is insane, man.
After hearing him say like that he was like so scared, I was just like, dude, I'm like, what the fuck, man? Why wouldn't you just get out of the car then? Like, you almost killed us, and I almost totaled the car you were trying to sell. Like, that was your baby.
Dude, what a retard, man. That sucks.
Yeah, like, you know, I called Christy, or I texted Christy, and I was just like, lock the doors, and then I called 911, so she was like fucking freaked out.
Damn.
I was on the phone with 911, like trying to tell them my address, and like I could not get it out because I fucking ran so fast. That, like,
oh, you're just out of breath.
I was
Holy, hey, you know what your new nickname is?
fuck,
What's up, Bo Jackson?
dude, I was gone because I thought he was gonna start shooting out of the car.
Damn, dude, gotta watch out from those New Jerseys, man.
Don't meet people at Craigslist at night.
Speaking of guys from New Jersey, I know Chris D'Elia. Chris D'Elia's from New Jersey.
Yeah.
You related to the guy? Hope not. If you are, Chris is a bad motherfucker.
But yeah, when I told Christy what the road was that I was taking him down, she was like, "Babe," she's like, "Even I would be fucking freaking out if you." And I was like, "I don't fucking know." I was like, she's like, "Yeah, that looks like a dead end." I was like, "Why?" And I was like, "I just wanted to fucking cut through and like switch seats." But
now, if I was in the car with you, do you think I would have started singing that Tron song?
If you were no, you'd have been in the back seat like this.
Probably, dude. Hey, man, how about when you went 0 to whatever speed you went to, after we were on the straightway in your Evo, and you hit it, and I was like, what? You're like, hey, you want to see something cool? And I was like, sure. And you're like, what? I was like, what?
So yeah, Michael, go ahead. Michael, sorry about that. Cut you off.
Dude, that's crazy, man. I'm sorry to hear that you had to deal with a guy that looked at you like this.
He was like this.
Dude, that's something straight out of a movie.
It was, dude. That's why I was like, the reason I acted the way I did is because he was super calm and super chill, driving like super slow, and then all of a sudden he just snapped, and he was like, "Oh, I'm just gonna go fucking fast as shit now," and I was like, "Fuck this, e-brake."
You know what, man? You know what your new name is after that happened? You earned it. Your new name's Toretto.
Good
What's
thing I
up,
have
Toretto? Cheers. Hey, Toretto. Cheers.
I already drank my whole beer, man.
Me too. Good beer.
But I was literally this close to bringing my gun with me.
Okay.
Just because I was like, should I bring a gun just for protection? Like,
right.
if I did bring it, dude, what if I shot that dude?
I mean, 50 Cent has been shot 8 times, and he's good. So
Yeah, but I was literally like
no, it's
a foot away from this dude.
It's good you didn't bring it. You know, I feel like you handled that just fine, dude. Like you were pretty much, you know, fending for yourself. You were trying to punch a hole in the window.
Just picture that.
I'm surprised. I'm really surprised you didn't break the window because you got pretty much the size of my thighs are about the same size of your arms. I'm surprised your arms didn't crack that window open.
It's pretty hard because like I hit it like sideways. It was like the side of my hand, and after I hit it once, I was like, that shit's pretty solid. I'm just gonna try to open the door now.
Did your
He's probably like.
Did your hand bruise at all?
The side of my pinky, like right here, was sore the next day, but I was like, oh, that's what it was from.
That's rough, man.
Picture that shit though. Like you're in somebody else's car and they just take off flying. Like, what do you do?
I would have started singing the Tron song. And then I probably wouldn't be here.
Exactly.
Hey man, that's God sweeping up the gene pool, because I would have started singing the Tron song, but you actually used your senses. See, I would have felt like I was in the Tron movie. Is that some Di Serono? Original?
Fuck
Popping.
yeah.
Check this out. You know what I got propped up against my phone?
So why don't you start out the Michaels song? I'm gonna make a drink.
All right, you do that. Okay.
Start out that Michaels story.
I'm gonna fix myself a cocktail too. So, Ryan and I, back in our single days, which Ryan's not single anymore. Ryan's happily married with a beautiful wife. Me, you know, I'm working on it. You know, I got a couple kinks I gotta work out. So, anyways, as I pour myself a little bit of whiskey, a little bit of Jameson. Jameson, if you want to sponsor you, from Philly to Cali, would very much be all for it, because I like to drink your whiskey. So, back to the Michaels story. Michaels is a bar in the burbs of Philadelphia, not too far from Northeast Philly, that Ryan and I used to hang out at. You see a couple buttery drinks is what we call them. By buttery drinks, I mean a little bit of Di Serono and Sprite, and some blue stuff, and some vodka cranberry. All right, now that aside, Ryan and I are working our magic. Dude, what? Is that ice in the background?
Sorry.
It sounds like you're carving an ice sculpture back there. You know what? You might as well break out the chainsaw and start just going.
I dropped it on the floor. My bad.
No, you're good, man. So Ryan and I are at Michaels, and Michaels is what's known as, quote unquote, the Cougar Den. And I'm pretty sure all of you know my history with that. So I won't get into that now, but we're there, and we're talking to a couple of females. And I'm working as much Davy Babesy magic as I possibly can. But I'm sitting there and I'm talking up a game, and I'm doing a little bit of this. You know, I'm doing a little bit of snapping. I'm waving my finger around, and then I look around, and all the girls that I'm talking to, they're not there. So I'm like, what the? I look to my right. Fucking Ryan is sitting at the bar. No bullshit like this. You want to go ahead and recreate it, Ryan?
Yeah. Hold on. Let me just pour this drink. It'll be hilarious.
I was going to do it, but I don't have any tattoos. So then I'm like snapping my fingers. I'm looking around, and I'm like, yeah, hey, you know, ladies, we can all hang out sometime and chill. And I'm thinking, you know, maybe after we're done drinking these buttery drinks, we can go hang out and see what's going on. And then Ryan's like this. And
Yeah, I got these ones.
his shirt's not like that. His shirt's like this.
Oh yeah, I had my arm out,
Dude,
didn't I?
you had your whole torso out at the bar.
What's up, guys?
You're no bullshit. This is a true story. So Ryan has his fucking tattoos out, and he didn't have as many tattoos as he does now. But it was just your tribal tattoo, I believe. But that's not the point. I mean, you know, we're both what, 20?
It was just the black.
I was 22. You were probably 24. We were both in our early 20s. And Ryan, and then I look, and all of them are surrounding Ryan, and I'm like, what the? I was like, you guys didn't like my finger snapping? The fudge? So then, yeah, you know, that's always been one of the funny stories that Ryan and I share at holiday parties, especially at your Christmas holiday party, shabrehlz. I'm sure your wife would appreciate that one.
Remember that one time all those girls left me because I was like this? Check out my tat.
Hey man, back in the 1950s, doo-wop was actually pretty popular.
My grandma was
doo-wop. So, I got a story. I'll say this. I'm gonna call Ryan out for this one.
Oh shit.
I don't know if he probably wasn't intentional, but I was a little like, I was talking to this this was a different night, but it was at the same bar. So Ryan, I was dancing with this really attractive personal trainer woman, and she wanted to hang out after. So I'm talking to her, and she, I was probably, I don't know, 22, 23, same age. And Ryan and I actually both noticed her. And, I'm the one snapping my fingers dancing with her. Am I a good dancer? I like think maybe I am, or I don't know. Maybe I'm not. Anyways, so I'm dancing with her, and, she actually wants to come over and hang out. So she's like,
no, she wanted to go to a hotel.
Either the hotel or she wanted to go to my car. And then Ryan comes out of nowhere. He's like, hey man, I gotta get going. I gotta go home. I was like, all right, man. Well, cool if I chill with this chick for a little bit. He's like, nah, dude, it's getting kind of late. I don't know what time it was. Do you remember this at all, Ryan?
Oh yeah. I had to go to work, man.
So I guess Ryan had work the next day, but
make sure you mention that we were like a half hour from your place where my car was, and then I had to drive all the way back to Warminster.
Yeah. So I never saw her again.
So Dave had a huge boner. And I was like, gotta go to work. Sorry, man. I was like,
good, man.
Just get her number and meet her again. Like, you're a hot dude. She's not gonna be like, well, see you later after one night, Wasn't she married? Yes, was. Yes.
Yeah. So I'm glad nothing ever happened from that, shabrehlz.
I'm sure she's, that's.
Dude, I almost spicked out my Jameson, man.
I'm sure she took care of it with another person at some point.
Hey, man. I got blue ball that night, shabrehlz, but it was probably for the best. Because,
man. My Game of Thrones cup, dude.
Oh, that's cool, man. Where'd you get that from?
The cabinet. Oh, man.
Do you still... Now, Ryan is... No lie, Ryan's the first person that introduced me to Di Serono.
Oh,
and you introduced it to me like when Ryan and I used to first, like, we always used to go out to like the local bars in like Warminster. Some of them, Warminster, is that part of Bucks County or Montgomery? Bucks, right? Bucks County?
Yeah.
Or Montgomery?
I don't think it's Montgomery, nah.
And
It's Bucks.
Ryan introduced me to this drink. It's really fucking sweet, but it's Di Serono and Sprite. Now, what I would do if I was anybody, if you're
It's
gonna
not
mix it,
sweet, you fucking pussy.
it's what?
Delicious. You like fucking Oreos, don't you?
Hey Ryan, guess what? I got more.
Dude, guess what oh shit, I almost dropped my phone. I just got the double stuffed mint ones last night, family size.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, dude,
So-
there's like I think there's 16 in a row, and I ate the whole row last night, dude.
Damn.
Oops.
Holy. So hey, I ate.
So easy to eat them, man. Fuck.
Dude, I had 4,000 calories the other night. I had a whole bag of chips, and I had a whole sleeve of Oreos.
What kind
and
of
I
chip?
had. It was it was a bag of onion chips.
You mean sour cream and onion?
No, it was like those Hawaiian potato chips that come in like barbecue, and then they got the onion flavored ones.
What the fuck are Hawaiian chips?
You
You live in California, dude. So
You know
they
what?
probably don't have them here.
Actually, here's the empty bag. They're
Fuck
called
you.
they're called sweet Maui onion Hawaiian kettle. Here it is, Hawaiian kettle.
Yeah, I'd fucking tear those up.
So, dude, it's 8 servings, 140 calories per serving. I ate the whole bag. And then on top of that, dude, I had some milk and cookies, and I had more than a sleeve of double stuffed Oreos. And you know what I like after the chips? And you know what I topped?
Fuck, dude.
You know what I topped it off with?
Ice cream.
No, after a couple IPAs and a couple Tecates, I topped it off with a nice, tall 24-ounce glass of chocolate milk.
Dude, where the fuck do you get all this money from?
Hey man, it's called going to the grocery store.
Dude,
and it's called food stamps, shabrehlz. Just kidding.
What the hell? Yeah, so didn't you have a couple things in your phone that you would hot topics?
Yeah, man. So Roy Nelson and Miracle Crocop.
We already covered that one. Next.
We didn't talk about it. I like it. That'd be funny if you're like next.
We should talk about it after the fight.
Okay. So another hot topic. So should I open up the box you got me?
That's up to you. I feel like you had a couple good ones in your phone, and you were like, "Let's touch on these."
So my mom just sent me some paintings, but you know what? I'll save that one for a future date. I think I did have a couple.
Yeah, you just texted them to me not that long ago. You should look them up. Because you could edit out all this downtime. You were like, "Oh yeah, here's a couple things that I'll make sure that I mention." I think one of them was me picking on you for something. I can't remember what the fuck it was.
Okay.
You're like, "Oh, there's a couple things that I put in my phone. This, and this."
I as much as I'd like to say I put some stuff in my phone. Can you still see Yoda, by the way?
How could I not see him?
I think that's a brighter light. You can probably see me better. How about now, Bros? Can you see my face better?
The light behind you is what's making all the light.
Oh, okay, cool.
Why'd you set your camera up there and not over there? The lighting is much better over there.
Right here?
Yeah, look at perfect.
Man, night and day, huh? Well,
I should be a goddamn fucking lighting director.
Anyways, so let me just go ahead and get my chair.
Is it a box of fucking tissues?
You know who gave me this chair?
Did you steal that from your job? What the fuck?
Nope. My ex gave it to me. I won't
that's
say
much,
her. I won't say her name, but you know who she is.
that's much
Um,
that's much better. You look great.
Sweet.
There's
Yeah,
probably a
work
hidden
out.
cat in that vent behind your head.
What the fudge?
Exactly.
Should I go get Yoda?
If you really want him, just sit him on the edge of the bed. You'll be able to see him.
You know, the cord only goes so far, shabrehlz, but let's see if he can go ahead and join me over here.
Do you want to have him in the shot because of your dad?
No, I'm just
Retarded?
so anyways,
I got skin cancer because of this fucking Yoda.
for the people that can't see what's going on, he's changing colors in front of my shirt. So if you guys haven't seen my shirt, I'm wearing a Arizona shirt. That's my birth state. All right, what topics do I got? I think I do have one. I was feeling really chipper at the mall yesterday and today.
Oh
I
yeah,
met
when you were there by yourself and there was nobody in that store. I was like, yo, are you in a goddamn nuclear war zone? Where the hell is everybody?
I'll
You're
tell
like,
you this.
there's not that many people at that mall.
You know, I'm gonna go get my whiskey. Here, you want to talk to Yoda for a second?
What's up, Brells?
Oh, sorry, Yoda. He fell. There he is. So I've had that chair for a couple years now, man. I've had this chair for like 2 years, and do I really use it? Not really. I just use it to put my laundry on from time, but that's about it. Yeah.
Now it's gonna be your podcasting chair now.
So I just ordered some business cards from phillytocali.com, and
And
it's gonna say,
tell them the story. I'm like, that's cool. Go ahead and share them out there.
yeah. So I was talking to Ryan, and he was just like, I was like, hey man, I'll send you a 500 business cards from Philly to Cali, and he's like, nah, I'm good. So all 500 business cards are going to my house. Anyways, there is something that Ryan doesn't know.
Oh shit.
I just ordered 1,000 business cards about 2 hours ago from phillytocali.com, but not the original design. What design do you think it is, Yoda?
Is it the one with your butt cheeks?
Yep. So basically, all it says is
People will pick that up. I'll tell you that much.
Oh,
Definitely talk about catching the eye.
For sure, man. And you know,
They'll be like,
all right.
is this a gay bar or is this a is this a gay massage club, Brells?
Gay massage club. That's actually pretty catchy. I'm sure. I wonder how many gay massage clubs there are out there in general. So the history behind that picture is the lady that did my photography. I can't think of her name, but when I find her name, I will go ahead and post it under the picture. I will link.
Russian.
She's Russian, yeah, and she actually has art hanging at the Louvre.
It's pretty badass.
Which, if you guys don't know where the Louvre is at, that's where the Mona Lisa hangs.
If
And
you
she's
don't know
got art.
if you don't know where the Louvre is, you can go ahead and jump off a fucking cardboard box. What the fuck?
I like what you think off the top of your head. Now, I just imagine someone jumping off the top of a cardboard box, but
If you don't know how to spell Louvre, you should probably also jump off of a fucking.
It's Louvre, right?
No, it's Loov. You guys ever been to Luge?
The Louvre? So on those business cards that I just ordered, it says from Philly to Cali on the back of my nice wide wings that I got for a back, and you can see my ass. Right, Yoda?
And it says Philadelphia train schedules 8:00. 8:15.
So
8,
Ryan, I was having issues with the website. I'm using GoDaddy as the platform for my website. GoDaddy, if you want to give us some cash for talking about you, I mean, we would love that. We would love some cash because this Yoda is really all I got for light, and I kind of need some extra bucks for more light. Anyways, yeah, so I was having issues, and I kept sending Ryan the link to from Philly to Cali.com.
Hey, try it. Try it now.
I was
Try
just
it
like,
now.
but Ryan didn't tell me from the get-go what it said. So he was just like, he's like, you made this website? I was like, hell yeah, I did. And then he was just like, cool, man. He's like, but here's the thing. Here's the catcher. We don't have trains. It's called fucking Amtrak. And I'm like, huh? He was just like, yeah, thanks for all the news media on the train schedules. And what else was on there?
The one time it was that, and then it was like airport fucking transportation.
So basically, the link that I was sending Ryan, it kept taking him to spam. So I had a list of different spam sites that I was sending to Ryan, and he pulled the rug from my feet because I'm like, the fuck you talking about, man? He took a screenshot, and I recognized the screenshot because I'm like, God damn it. And I realized that what he sent me is like the same issue that I was having where I couldn't get to the website because it kept taking me to the spam site. So I was in the library on Monday last week for about 9 hours working on this. But it wasn't just that. I mean, I was working on all of the pages on the website. You guys haven't seen it yet. Check it out from phillytocali.com. We have an About Me section. And we also delve into, and Ryan has already read this, how do we actually broadcast from the East Coast to the West Coast? So make sure you read that portion. And I give you a little Wikipedia link at the end too. And I'll say this, his name rhymes with this, Berlin. I won't give you guys any more hints after that. What do you think, Yoda? So yeah. Anyways, we got the website running, and our podcast should be available on iTunes, Google Play, Spotify.
Dude, the
SoundCloud.
four people watching this were just like, that dude's fucking retarded. The fudge? Did he just say ew to Yoda?
Sorry, Yoda. I meant no disrespect.
Well, see you later.
Yeah, man. So it's I actually didn't realize that I could have it in this idle mode to where it just changes colors like this. I do get kind of scared of the dark sometimes if I think of like ghosts and stuff like that. So I think this is actually probably going to help me a little bit.
You should tell some of your sweet ghost stories, man.
Do I have one? I think I do.
Yeah.
Wait, what's the most recent one I told you?
It was either, I don't know.
Oh, okay.
It was,
I do have one. This one's kind of personal, but like, it was really weird. I was laying in my bed and I was sleeping, and I don't even know if I told you this one.
Where is this at? There?
This is here, and and while I was sleeping, it felt like someone was laying on top of me. And
What?
all of their body weight, dude, knocked the wind out of me. And I woke up. And I was actually kind of like short of breath.
What?
And I don't know, man. Like, I'm pretty fucking healthy. Like, I can run a 40 in what? Like a 4.7 or a 4.8? Maybe. pretty powerful. You know what I mean? And it's just like I run and I work out and I exercise every day, so I don't think it's health related. But it was just really strange. And say this, living in California, I've definitely had my ups. I've definitely had my downs. But that aside, you know, I mean, it was just a really random night. This was actually a couple weeks ago. And I don't think it's anything related to anything, but like it felt like someone was in my room. And call me crazy. That's what happened. Dude, and it didn't feel like it was a good entity. It didn't feel like it was something that belonged there. So I got Yoda to protect me now. But am I really scared of dark? I mean, no, not really. But I can't watch scary movies at night.
I don't think anybody likes watching them at night, especially if they're alone.
I think just because of my Nordic blood, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if I might even be related to some of the Asgardians. You know what I mean? What's up, Thor?
Dude, what the fuck? Pretty cool story you told. Why didn't you fucking tell me that shit, dude? The hell?
Did I not tell you that?
This big dude was laying on me when I woke up.
I haven't really told anybody that story. But it was I was laying down and I was in my dream, they were laying on me and I couldn't get up. So like I had to wake myself up. And then like the next thing I know, dude, it just felt like someone was like fucking just right on my stomach. Like and then I woke up.
Yeah. Could have been a dream too. And you just when you woke up it felt like what the
It could have been. And dude, I had another dream where I was actually seemed really realistic. I was in a plane and my plane crashed. So in the dream, and it felt so real. My plane was flying. I was on like a Boeing or whatever, probably flying to Philadelphia or wherever I'm going to. And then, dude, in my dream, I just remembered it like it was yesterday. You can hear the lights going, and they're going like Mayday, Mayday, Mayday. And I was like, shit, dude, fucking. And when I flew to Philadelphia from San Francisco recently, we had fucking turbulence. Worst turbulence of my life. I'm a bit of a pussy when it comes to turbulence, but I've never had turbulence that bad in my life. So I'm thinking, is my dream foreshadowing this fucking moment as I'm watching Meet the Fucking Parents? So the plane on my way to Philadelphia, and this is before you and I did our first pilot podcast, had dropped. No fucking bullshit, dude. Probably like 100 feet. 10 times.
What?
And I shit my pants, man. Everybody was like this on the plane. Oh. And I was quiet, but I was sweating. My hands were sweating, dude. And it was scary, man. Like I just was just like, what the fuck, man? And the pilot had warned us, you know? And I'm not trying to knock the guy for being an older dude, but it's just like, was it the weather or is it something that could have been avoided? I don't know what it was, but dude, it scared the shit out of me.
That shit's normal.
Yeah,
it's just scary when you have to experience it. Like those planes, that's what those planes are made for, man.
And it was a nice plane too, man. Like it was like I was in the center seat, and there's 4 seats on this plane in the center portion, and then on the right and the left, Ryan, side of the plane. So I think total
5 rows.
I think no, it was 3, but there's 4 seats in the middle. I'm on the second from the right. And then I think there's either 2 or 3 seats to the far right and 2 or 3 to the far left. They're both equal the same amount. But I was in the center, and it was one of the nicest planes I've ever been on. And I think it was for American Airlines.
So it was a big plane. It was like it was like 7 or 8, probably 8 rows wide.
Yeah, dude, it was huge, man. It was a Boeing 7.
That's like what I took. That's like what I took to Hawaii.
I'm just not a fan of turbulence, man. Like,
Yeah,
I know Travis Barker doesn't fly anymore, man, and I don't blame him. You know,
planes are those planes are actually meant to like go upside down and like fucking spin and all that shit.
Yeah.
Like if they actually had to do some crazy shit, everybody would probably pass out because of the G's. But
I know Travis Barker, when he flew with DJ 3AM, DJ 3AM didn't make it, and that was a very traumatic event for Travis.
DJ AM.
It's not DJ 3AM. Oh shit, dude! I am just. Whoops, dude. At first I said who is it? Kevin Randleman. I said died from a heart attack, and now I'm saying DJ 3AM when his name's DJ AM.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you know why I did say 3 a.m. Because I don't know if these guys are together, but there were these twin brothers at my high school, at James Madison High School in Texas, and they had a band name called 3 a.m. So I think that's why I said that. By the way,
3 a.m.
3 a.m. Shout out to 3 a.m. from 2002. I bought one of their first CDs for $10. They sold it to me for $5, but I gave them a 10. I don't know why I did that. I was feeling pretty generous, but I was always their number one fan. And anytime I saw them, they always were like, and I was just like this. I don't work out a lot. I can bench 95 pounds. I'll see you later.
Fuck, you walked like that?
Yeah. No, I know that Travis doesn't fly anymore because of that incident, man. And I'll be honest, I get a little scared when I fly.
Everybody does.
I can fly and I'm fine, but like, I don't know, man. I think after I had that dream, that dream, Ryan, felt very real. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. Call me crazy, but it was just, that's how Aaliyah died that way. John Denver.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Kevin Randleman, dude.
The fuck.
No, rest in peace to all those people I listed. I would wish Aaliyah was still alive making music, but yeah, man. I mean, I don't have a problem flying. Hook me up with a drink and I'm good to go. I mean, for the most part, I really don't need that, but
several drinks.
When I was flying from New Orleans to San Francisco, I made like 3 different animation videos on my phone, dude.
What?
Yeah. I just ordered, and I don't know if it's shipped yet, but I just ordered a couple things. Hey, Yoda, you want to chill right here? Because I keep freaking holding you. No?
Dude, how about Rogan calling Cal and fucking Alfred?
Oh my gosh, dude. I love Callan. One of the things about Callan is, I don't know, dude. I really like Callan. Callan's funny, man.
Have you watched his new show, Schooled?
I didn't see it. How was it?
It's good. What do you mean, how was it? It's a fucking show. It's on every week. It's not a fucking movie. What the hell? Oh, how was it? No, how is it is the question.
Is it any good? I saw him. Is he still the same?
He's in it a shitload, which is awesome.
Is he does he still play the same character that he plays on the Goldbergs, that coach?
Yeah.
And is it funny?
Oh yeah, it's
of course. It's Brian Callen, man. Brian Callen's a funny motherfucker.
I hope this gets him more work as doing different.
Right, different roles. Well, I was cracking up, dude, because I know that Brendan Schaub was saying that Brian Callen would take on any role, and Brian Callen's like, "No, I wouldn't." Which
I love when Shab was like, "You didn't bring the cheese? What the? You brought the wine. You didn't bring the cheese?" I was like, "You fat ass."
dude, I was cracking up when
Oops.
what happened? Oh, it's getting a little low, huh? You got to do a restock on your Di Serono.
Gotta break out the $40 hairs.
My phone's on 8%, but good thing I got my Mophie juice pack. Can you see me all right?
You're sideways, but sure.
Oh, is it not doing that properly? Okay, how about now?
There you go.
Sweet. Can you see how dirty my room is? It's not too bad, right?
I can't see anything except for a blanket, Yoda, and a chair.
Cool.
Is that room small, dude?
It's like 8 by 8 feet.
You're a fucking jail cell, man.
I'll say this, man. I mean, living in $1 million home definitely isn't cheap, especially when you're renting a room out.
I know. I was just gonna say, how far away is your neighbor? Are they gonna come to the door in like 10 minutes? And be like, can you shut the fuck up?
Nah, my neighbors are cool.
How
Most
many
of my neighbors.
How many people live in there?
What in the house that I live in right now?
Yeah.
I live with 3 other guys.
So there's four bedrooms.
Yeah, it's there is a back porch, which is back behind you, and then we got a garage. The house itself is 1,800 square feet, and then we're connected to a few other homes as well.
What?
Yeah, it's like a row home, dude. I know.
What?
By the way, you can hear pretty much everything that goes on each side, but the neighbors are they're pretty quiet.
Yeah, but
I mean,
how many people live in the row home that you're in?
Me and 3 other guys.
So there's somebody like across the hall from you, down the hall, up of you?
It's me and 3 other guys on the same second level.
So like
right here. I got one right next door to here. I can actually hear them open up the door right now.
So can you hear everything you're saying pretty much?
Yep.
That's fucking annoying, dude.
I know, man. Well, most people
You
don't
sleep with
know that.
earplugs?
No, everybody's very respectful. I don't know what these people are doing over
You don't
here.
sleep with you don't have earplugs or a fan? How the fuck do you sleep?
I actually got my fan going on right now. Can you hear it?
Nope.
What if I do this? Is it quiet?
I don't hear shit.
Okay, well, I got a fan right here. You know what? I'll just show the viewing audience what I got going on.
Almost dropped my...
Oh, what the?
Why is that on? Did you fart?
No, man, I need background noise to sleep. Yeah, so technically I do need that fan.
I can't believe you don't have earplugs, man. I sleep with earplugs and a fan.
My roommate, he sleeps with earplugs sometimes. I didn't know this, but apparently he can hear the freaking dryer that, like, if it's going, because it's right underneath his bedroom. And he's got the most expensive bedroom because he's got a bathroom connected to it. So there's 2 bathrooms, 4 bedrooms, a kitchen, a laundry room, 2 or 3 closets, and a front and back porch with a garage.
I can't believe that place is much, dude.
And the house is valued at over $1 million. And one of the reasons why, I mean, it's Silicon Valley, man. You got Facebook, you got Twitter, you got Gap. Gap's corporate offices here. You got Salesforce.
It's time for you to move, Brells.
Ugh, I like it here, man. It's doable. There are people that live out here, man, that Some make less than me. Obviously, some make more than me.
Are you do you collect right now or what?
Yeah.
So you're good.
Yeah.
I'm just because every day you're like, check out this omelet. I'm like, dude, what the fuck? You should be pinching pennies, dude.
No, I'm collecting right now. Like the omelets over at the my community college are $6.
Holy shit. You have any Denny's around there? Go meet Perry.
If you guys don't know who we're talking about, Perry Caravello. He's from the movie Windy City Heat.
Right
I
behind.
was in the sequel, or what they want to call the pilot television show that was never released. So I was basically in a movie that wasn't released. So technically, you can't even see me on film, but I was an extra in a wedding scene. We got it in our gallery on From Philly to Cali. Pauly Shore's mom, Mitzi Shore, recently passed. Rest in peace to Mitzi Shore. She is one of the pioneers of, if you don't know this, Ryan, Mitzi Shore is responsible for the same place that Jim Carrey started his career off at.
Yep.
At the Comedy Store right off of Sunset Boulevard in West Hollywood, California. And Ryan and I's idol is none other than the man himself, Jim Carrey. Ryan and I both like a lot of Jim Carrey movies. I'm pretty sure when I first met you, dude, like I remember this like it was yesterday. You were reenacting the scene from Ace Ventura, Pet Detective, when he was opening up the glass door going, oh, oh. But, do you remember that?
No.
Well, so much for that story.
I was doing that
Yoda?
I was doing that at the gym.
Yeah, you were talking to Dave and Gavin.
I can't even picture that.
I was in 2006.
What?
Yep. That was a long time ago, man.
I've known you that long.
Yeah.
13 years.
Yeah. But you know what's funny, man? Because you did that in 06. But, like, the funny thing about that is like, we didn't start hanging out up until, like, 2010. Like, I think that's when you and I actually became single. Because we were both dating people during that time. I wasn't dating anybody in 06, but I started dating someone in 07. And we split up, like, a couple years later. And I think I split up with my ex first, and then you split up with your ex months after, and then you and I just we hit it off, man. And then we were like, hey,
want to get some Burger King? Let's pick some choice meals after our workouts. Let's go to BK Lounge.
I was just talking to my mom, dude. I told her about that story about when it was me, you, and your mom. We went to Atlantic City. And I was getting changed. Was this? I think this is in 2010. And it was so much fun, man. Like me, you, and like we went to a buffet. Me, you, and your mom went to a buffet, and it was the buffet at the Harris.
Yeah, the Western. It was like the Western buffet or whatever.
And I had such a good time with you guys, man. Like,
yeah, it was
literally felt like you were just like a brother to me. You know what I mean? And it felt like your mom was basically kind of like a mom to me. Like, I love your mom, but it's just like I was getting changed because me, Ryan, and his mom at the time were gonna go to the beach.
Yeah.
So I wasn't wearing any swim trunks, so I had to change behind his mom's car door or your car door. And I freaking had my towel around my waist, and I fucking fall, and my ass cheeks are in the dirt. I was like, "What the fudge?" And I look over, and Ryan and his mom are like laughing at me, and I'm like, "Oh man, this is embarrassing." And then I was on the floor like this, yeah. But I was trying to pull my fucking trunks up, and you were just like this, dude. You were like howling. You had like tears coming out. You're like, what the? And I was just I was just like, I was like the guy. You remember the guy that had the golf cart run over him, and he's like, "I'm good."
Yeah.
Actually, I should include that clip right here.
I'm good. Oh shit. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Andy, I need help. Andy. It needs to go. Which way?
So I was like that guy. I was like, I'm good.
I remember you
And
like you pulled your shorts down and like you try to get in you put your one leg in the other one, and then like when you put your try to put in your other one in, your foot just got stuck and you're just like, oh, whoops. It's like sitting on the side of the ground, like, dude, what the fudge? My mom's like, uh-oh, and she like turned around
aw,
because she didn't want to
Yeah,
like make you
dude.
feel worse. But I was like, dude, what the hell? I was like,
you had no filter. You were like, hey man, good job.
I was like, dude, what the fudge? You have no balance, but you're like 20 years old. You're like, I'm trying to keep my towel up and, keep covered. I was like, what the?
Hey man, are you cool if I check my notification really quick and then I'm give me 30 seconds and then I'm just gonna go ahead and then we'll continue it after that. Hold on 1 second.
Yeah, I'm sure we can do a lot of editing with this one.
All right, so how is the Di Serono so far? Is it good?
Oh, fuck yeah. I'm feeling like I'm at Lenny. Hot dogs.
What the fuck?
Dude, he reminds me of Joe Rogan. Like, they have the exact same amount of Neanderthal.
Oh, dude. My shit's here. So you know what? All right, guys. Can you see me and Ryan?
What's here?
My package is here, dude. They
Dude,
took a picture.
What the fuck time is it there?
It's 7:52. Yo, Ryan, check this out. Can you see it?
Is that cards?
Nah, man. I'm gonna open these for the podcast. Check
Oh,
this
shit.
out.
How to do some editing. You got a bike?
Look at this. Dude, that's my roommate's bike. Pretty sick, huh?
Damn, dude, that's like $3,000 probably.
You want to see something cool?
Do you guys ever hang out? Do you guys ever hang out in that living room?
That's all I know, shabrehlz. All right.
Your roommates are probably like, what the fuck's going on out there?
Dude, I can't wait to show you guys this. All right. So, yeah, that's like a $700 bike.
That's got to be so weird. Yeah, right. That bike's way more than $700, dude.
He bought it used, I believe. All right. So, get this, dude. You know how much my buddy... I have a friend that does mountain biking. Go ahead, man. Go ahead and tell me how much this guy, which I don't blame him because he's been mountain biking for years. How much do you think he spent on his bike? You'll probably guess it.
Probably like $3 or $4,000.
You want to try again, shabrehlz?
6?
You want to try again, shabrehlz?
Dude, what the fuck? 8?
Yep. 8,000, dude.
God damn, dude. Does it make coffee?
Dude,
$8,000, dude. Holy shit.
And I'll say this, man, he's a badass on his fucking bike. So like, you couldn't have
Fucking
picked
better be.
You couldn't have picked a better, yeah. You couldn't have picked a better person to fucking bike than him. But I'll go ahead and unbox. You know what? I'll unbox these first, and then I'm gonna unbox what Ryan sent me. So you got cool tattoo, shabrehlz. You want to go? All right. Who's got the better finger snap? Me or Ryan? You guys ready? I'll go first. That's all I got. Go ahead. Oh, dude, that sounded like this. Dude, right when I did that, my roommate dropped the fucking soap in the shower. All right. So, Brian's got it better than me. That first one was clutch, by the way. All right, so I'm going to do this quick. First thing I got, because I got my phone hooked up, the fudge, it sounds like hands are slapping. But then again, I got pretty delicate fingers, guys. All right, so
You have 5 fucking pointer fingers.
I got Amazon gift cards. One of the things you guys don't know, I went to a Minnesota Vikings game with my father. And it's right around the time I got laid off. And my pea coat got stolen, okay? So right now, what's charging my phone? It's this thing right here. Ooh. And this thing only does, I don't know, probably, I would say about 1.5 full charges. Now, when I was in Minnesota, don't you know, they were playing the New Orleans, the Saints, and this was on January, I forget what date. Anyways, I had this charger in my jacket. And for those of you that don't know, I also had my AirPod charger in my jacket too. Now I'm an idiot. A lot of people know that. It feels good to hold one of these, but this thing right here, which if you guys want to sponsor us, you can tell. The Rav Power charger. This thing will do like 20 million more charges than what this thing that I spent for $60 or $70 at Best Buy. This thing was $40 on Amazon. Does about 4 times as many charges as this dinky thing, my Mophie juice pack that I bought for $60 at Best Buy in Minnesota when I needed to get one because I was flying from Minneapolis to San Francisco. Ryan's gonna like this next one. You ready, shabrehlz?
Oh, I'm ready.
All right, guys. So, enough about the charger. It's about to get serious here. You ready? I'm gonna put my flashlight on from my other phone because that's just how I roll, shabrehlz. You guys ready? Got a little flashlight going. Hew.
You kept your other phone?
Yeah, I think I tried to use this phone to film our other podcast. So, anyways, I will go ahead and put the limelight on me over here. Actually, you know what? I'm surprised I was not using this for light. Is that better?
Oh, yeah.
All right. So,
Looks clutch.
I was at the mall, and when I saw it, I had to get one. What the? You ready, Ron? Pretty sure we were talking about superheroes the other day, but were we talking about this, shabrehlz?
Dude, it's fucking Drill Man.
No, it's a Sentinel, Ryan. What the?
I can't see. It's too far away. Oh, shit. That's awesome, dude. Dude, what the? Is that you in the front?
Almost, man. Check this out.
You should put that Logan picture up right when we're talking about this.
That's me right there, man.
You look a lot smaller in person.
Is it hard to see with the flashlight? That's probably better.
Is that a collector's shabrehlz?
Yeah, man. You know how much this thing was?
Too much.
With taxes? So, if you guys don't know.
Now you know.
Now you know. But with taxes, I had about $175 worth of Amazon gift cards that I got from the company I used to work at for like holiday parties and stuff like that. Anyways, this thing's pretty tall. See how tall the chair is?
Can't see it. Nope. Yep. It's pretty big.
Pretty tall. It's about almost
2.5
20 inches.
2.5
20
feet.
inch. Yeah.
2
So,
feet.
anyways, whatever. I'll put this to the side now since everybody knows what the fuck it is. But back to me and Yoda. That was about $120. Shabrehlz.
What?
Why did I get it? I don't know. Thought it looked cool. Now, anyways,
Where are you gonna put it?
I don't know, man. I'm thinking maybe next to my Sega Genesis. Maybe I might put it over here.
Do you have all
Underneath.
your stuff in that room that you own?
Yeah, well, I got some stuff at my folks' place on the East Coast.
Like what?
Like I got some action figures. I got NES video games and Super Nintendo video games. I've collected all of that. And yeah, I got a lot of stuff. Probably too much. But like for a majority, everything, Ryan and I always used to hang out at my grandmom's. We used to eat some Oreo cookies. We would eat Whoppers, and then we would watch the Jersey Shore. And then we would go out slinging some stuff, looking for some tail.
Do you remember egg sandwiches, dude?
Speaking of egg sandwiches, brother, you know what I made the other night?
Egg sandwich.
Yes, sir. I put 3 slices of bacon, and with that bacon grease, you know what I did?
Made some eggs with it.
Put some fucking eggs on that shit, son. And
Oh,
then
yeah.
on top of that, you know, it was not smooth enough. So I had to get about 3 tablespoons of butter. Put it on that skillet. Buttered, salted or unsalted? You bet your sweet ass I'm doing salted. I need some taste. So then I put 3 fucking eggs over easy. You know what I did? Took a nice handful of fucking extra sharp cheddar. And that was right when I had that 24-ounce glass chocolate milk.
Who the fuck has a glass the size of 24 ounces?
Actually, it's not bad. It's just, I literally had about 2 glasses about the size of the 16-ounce cup. But I'm just saying it's about 24 ounces. You know what I mean?
You're the only person alcohol makes them have more energy.
You getting tired, bros? It's probably because it's like fucking 1 a.m. over there. Is it better to see me like this?
It's 11 o'clock.
Actually, maybe I should do this. Probably better.
I feel like this whole podcast was just me and you talking about shit, and instead of having any kind of plot.
Well, how about this? I listened to the Fight Companion today with Brendan Schaub, Eddie Bravo, Brian Callen, and Joe Rogan. And, dude, Brian Callen's fucking hilarious. I didn't realize how much of an idiot Brian can be sometimes, but it's like all within, he's very tasteful with it all. He's not an idiot. It's just, I only say that because it's fun to say that about Brian Callen because he likes to act like a silly goose like me. I'm an idiot. Now, that aside, for the 20th time, as I'm saying that aside, Brian Callen, dude, I was cracking up when he was just like, you know how that Frank Zingano fight and Cain Velasquez fight's going to go down? I'm going to tell you. And then Brendan Schaub's like, here we go.
He's like, hey, shut up.
And then he was just like, yeah, Cain Velasquez is going to take Zingano down, and he's just going to Gadesh. I'll be honest. I mean, I think it's going to be a top. Okay, you know what I like about it? Would you ever, one of these days, Ryan, we're going to go to a fucking UFC fight. I don't care. You know what I mean? Me and you, fucking Mike, and whoever. You know what? we should do a fucking fight companion podcast where it's me, you, Sup, Greg, and Mike. And maybe Tom and Ron, dude. What if we had all of us doing a podcast like that?
That'd be hilarious, man.
Anyways, I was cracking up because what Brian Callen said was, he was just like, yeah, you know, I think Cain Velasquez is going to beat Frank Zingano. And it's very possible that might happen. But if Zingano clocks Velasquez at all, man, it's a done deal. But Velasquez can take a hit. You know, Velasquez is one of the best in the heavyweight division. I know he's had a lot of surgeries, and I know he's kind of been on a hiatus because of that. But what do you think, Ryan?
Job was like, yeah, he's had 152 surgeries. I was like,
Well,
I don't know, man.
I love Brendan Schaub, but Brendan Schaub knows that he would get his ass handed to him by a cane. If me and Brendan Schaub got into a fight, Brendan Schaub would wreck me.
I just think
I'm not a UFC fighter, and Brendan Schaub's a lot bigger than me.
me personally, I think that Cain just has too much experience. And I feel like that'll, I don't know. Experience, I feel like, will prevail in this fight.
So, when is that fight?
I'm not 100% sure, but it's soon. I think it's in February sometime. Fuck. But, getting pretty tired. Shabrehlz.
All right, man. We'll end it on this then. Shabrehlz. I like how you're like, yeah, it gives you a ton of energy, and then I'm just like, huh? It's all good, man. I actually have a friend that's good. I got a friend that's coming over. Let me just say this, Ryan. It's been a while since I've gotten my.
It's been a while. Dude, is that the best video of all time or what?
I don't know. Is it the best video of all time or what?
Dude, it's fucking hilarious, man. God damn, I love that. It's been a while.
Well, I'm cracking up because two things, guys. We'll end it on this. Ryan's gonna hit the hay, but
The video you made was funny as shit too.
oh, you thought it was funny?
Yeah, when you had Stained, it was actually like played over the actual music video.
So
That dude's the man.
yeah, so Ryan and I are referencing a Stain song that Chris D'Elia mentioned on his podcast. Congratulations, pod. How does the lighting look, by the way?
That's good. You can do some cool shadow people in the background.
Can you see it?
Oh yeah. Very clear.
So anyways, Ryan is referencing a song by Stained that Chris D'Elia was singing. It's been a while. This song will be irrelevant in year 2000. And anyways, Bleach Media Official, I forget the guy's name, but he is so funny. Bleach Media Official on Instagram. By the way, I'm a huge fan, man. The things that you create and do are so funny, man. He edits videos and sound clips, and he incorporates them into videos, and he does it with The Fighter and the Kid. I think he does it with Joe Rogan, maybe, and he does it with Chris D'Elia. And he incorporates Chris D'Elia, Brian Callen, Brendan Schaub, Joe Rogan, Will Sasso, and this guy's just a genius. So Bleach Media Official, I'm a huge fan, dude. Whatever programs you're using and software you're using, Ryan and I love it.
You gotta
So,
hashtag that dude, man.
Yeah, I will. And I'm going to hashtag Bleach Media Official because the work that he's done is amazing. And Ryan and I always send that clip that you made to at Bleach Media Official we use that clip of Crystalia, the middle aisle, where he's on stage because he's making you an elder. If you guys don't know, Crystalia's got a cult following. You're either a baby or an elder. If you're an elder, that means you're high up there. So he made the creator of Bleach Media Official an elder. And for me personally, I think the guy that's in charge of Bleach Media Official, he is so funny, and he's a genius, and he's a savant in what he does. And I'm going to end it on one more thing. I went to the mall today, Ryan. I networked with a few other artists today, and I got a couple people that want to do some interviews on our podcast. So once we're done this podcast, I'll go ahead and I'll post a little teaser trailer of Ryan and I talking about podcast number 3, because this is technically podcast number 3. But Ryan, we got some more people in the works. I wonder if we can do a Skype 3-way if you wanted to do that. And if not, I can just do it where I interview them. But I figure I'd keep you in the loop. I met this girl at the mall today. Asked her if she had a boyfriend. And she's really, really pretty.
No.
Hey, man, she's sexy. So
awesome.
Anyways, she's into photography. She's beautiful. She's really nice. And she's got probably 5 times as many followers as from Philly to Cali has. And her and I are going to be linking up, and she might be on my podcast soon. So I'll keep you posted with that. But yeah, that's about it, man. I'll let you get some sleep, brother. So guys, we're going to end it on this. From Philly to Cali. From you go ahead, say from Philly, brother.
From Philadelphia
to California.
Yo, man.
All right, guys.
I do that. That's mine, dude. Hang loose, even though I'm over here. I literally do that everywhere, man. I can't help it.
Go ahead. Say it again. Say from Philadelphia.
Philadelphia, dude.
To California. You know who else does that?
Who?
Uriah Faber.
He's the man. I miss him, man. I miss watching him fight.
He's a badass, isn't he?
He's just always fun to watch, man.
As they call him, the
California kid. Hey, your song's on.
What song?
Don't wanna be open.
Is it?
Yeah, it's the Burger King dude. He's on a seesaw by himself, and it's don't wanna be all by myself. That's just fucking hilarious, man.
You guys don't know, I love doing podcasts with my fucking friend Ryan so much. Ryan's an amazing person, and I mean that, dude. Thank you. You're awesome.
Thanks, man. How many shots have you had?
Enough, man, but look at this shit. The fudge?
Dude, don't ruin Drill Man.
Dude, the Sentinel. It's not Drill Man, shabrehlz. I'm gonna say one more story before Ryan and I end it, but I was at the mall, and they're doing this thing. I don't know, for whatever reason. Are they doing this at the mall in Chamonix at all, where they got like a whole bunch of vendors, like trying to sell like comic books and art and retro action figures?
I'll let you know if I ever get a chance to go to the fucking mall. I've been working
obviously,
crazy.
Yo, Ryan is busting his ass. How many weeks straight you been working?
3.
By the way, Ryan, I got a surprise for you next week.
Oh shit.
I think you're gonna. Ryan and I will be doing another podcast whenever you're next free. Hopefully we can do one next week, because that's when the surprise comes, shabrehlz.
I like surprises.
I know you do. So I got a surprise for Ryan next week. And aside from that, one more story. I'm at the mall, and they're doing a whole bunch of sponsoring of people's art and shit. So I got a couple of artists, Ryan, that I met at the mall today that go to San Diego Comic-Con. They go to the Comic-Con in San Francisco. By the way, Ryan, San Diego Comic-Con is one of the biggest Comic-Cons. You got people like Chris Hemsworth, Scarlett Johansson, Robert Downey Jr.
Damn.
All of them go to that Comic-Con. And
That's
those people
awesome.
that I met today, they go to the same Comic-Con. So I'm gonna interview these guys, Ryan. One of the guys I met, Ryan, I'm gonna forward you the page. I know you want to get some sleep, but I'm gonna be interviewing him, and he wants to be on the podcast. So we'll go ahead and we'll interview him. We'll talk about Marvel stuff, but he's been drawing since he was 5 years old, and he's probably around my age. Ryan, he is good. By the way, guys, Ryan is probably one of the funniest fucking artists I've ever met. He just did a drawing of me where I look like Logan. And I'll post that right here. Ryan, how long did it take you to do that?
Man, not very long.
Really? Because I think Ryan's got an eye for detail. That's why I love the guy. Not only can Ryan fucking tune up a car like a motherfucker, you got to see this guy's fucking Evo, dude. Your Evo. By the way, guys, I gotta wear a different pair of shoes when I get in this car. You guys didn't know. I gotta wear a different pair of shoes when I get in this car. But that aside, I gotta stop saying that fucking word. That aside, I can't drink coffee in this car, which he has every right to tell me not to drink coffee because I spilled it all over my car.
I'm gonna fucking kill you, goddamn.
Right? Ryan's Evo, I don't care what anybody says, even though he's on top of it and he keeps it clean. When you get into his car, you're basically at a W hotel. Nobody knows what a W hotel is.
It's a Westin, man.
Yeah, man, it's gonna cost you $400 a night to stay there. That's what you're at when you're in the fucking Evo. So I can't drink coffee. I can't wear my shoes, and I respect that. But the point I'm trying to make is Ryan has an eye for detail, and I take notice of that. And I think that's why him and I have such good chemistry because he's a very creative person, and a lot of props to you, brother. I really mean that.
Thanks, man. That's
Hell yeah, dude.
That's why I'm good at my job because
I know you are.
Attention to detail, shabrehlz.
Plus, you've been working for 3 weeks straight, and I got a surprise for you next week. And to my knowledge, you're going to be working 2 more weeks straight. So technically, you're working over a month straight, and you have work in what, 6 more hours?
I usually get up at like 7:30. I'm like I'm technically 9 to 5 because I'm a supervisor, but I usually do like 8:30 to 4:30, 5 o'clock. Or more if it calls for it. Tomorrow I got to do reviews.
Oh, you don't?
Yeah.
Hey, good luck with that.
Yeah, it's good shit, man. I worked today's Sunday. I did all the morning shift guys, so I'll be doing their reviews tomorrow.
Hey, man. Well, may the best person get the best raise. All right, man. I'll let you get some sleep, brother. Thank you for giving me your time tonight, man. I know you're busy with stuff, so cheers.
Yeah, man. Hopefully you get at least a half hour out of this hour and a half of bullshit.
No, I think I'm gonna post the full thing up, dude.
You think so?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
I wonder if anybody's ever watched fully through.
Well, this is how I see it. And I'll include this in the podcast because I can.
I should do the one like this next time. I should do it like this. I should just have it zoomed in on just my face.
Ryan and I are obviously 2 friends from the suburbs of Philadelphia. I've been on top of going ahead and working on whatever I need to work on so that this can come into something of fruition. and it's a team effort. And Ryan has been reciprocating like a motherfucker. And I mean that. And, you know, I realized this.
I might tease him once in a while about some of this
Ryan
shit.
will tease me, but
Looking
as
fucking what? I'm not looking into that, bros. I'm at work right now. The fudge?
but Ryan will tease me, but as he should. Sometimes Dave's ego can get a little big. Sometimes he needs to simmer down. So Ryan will chime in, and you know, not to simmer me down, but you know, Ryan and I understand each other's sense of humor. So him and I, we click. And what it comes down to is this. You know, we're doing the best. I'm doing the best that I can to network this. Ryan has got a full thing on his plate. Myself, I'm doing as much work as I possibly can to network our stuff out. And I'll say this, me doing all of that, I'm having so much fun doing it. It's a lot of work, but it's all well worth it. And I wouldn't take any of it back. And I've met so many amazing people along the way that it has opened up my eyes as to who's out there, the type of artists that I introduce and that I meet in person, and the types of people that I want to invite onto this podcast. So it's definitely not easy, but it's not hard. It's just, you got to do the work. So it is what it is. And I'm probably going on a tangent right now. Ryan's like, shut up. But yeah, I mean, I'm enjoying all of it. And like, I probably ordered about 1,500 business cards so far. It might be a little excessive, but Ryan and I we're going to figure it out. I've got faith that this is going to snowball into something. We'll see. But I think the chemistry that we both share is something that needs to be shared with the rest of you. So,
Oh yeah.
go ahead, man. One up me. All right, brother. Let you get your sleep.
All right, man. Enjoy your Mistress of the Eve.
I will.
All right, man.
All right, man. Crazy story you told me today. Insane.
I know. I like how you laughed the whole time. I was like, this is fucking serious.
No, I'm still mind blown, dude.
Yeah. If you
I
saw
hope you
it,
don't have PTSD after that, man. That sucks.
I'm all set. I was good after the first few hours. I was like,
I figure you were.
dude's a fucking idiot.
You could have taken him. You would have been like this. Hey, man, throw the fucking car down.
He's like this. Like, somebody killed a guy. That wasn't me. Just run back to my fucking house, bros. Oh, man.
Anchor, man. Brett killed the guy.
As the car was sliding across the street, like, completely sideways, I was just thinking about Christy being like, what the fuck, dude? I couldn't, like, in my mind, I was just like, I can't believe this is happening right now. And, like, it was like, I was literally just at home 2 minutes ago, and now I'm sliding sideways in some stranger's car. Because I pulled
Hey,
fucking
man.
evil.
If only you knew the amount of stories I had that I haven't told on the podcast yet. Well, I think I'll let it go on that one, shabrehlz.
Good thing we got plenty more to come. Shabrehlz.
From Philly to Cali, guys. Thank you for listening.
All right, man.
All right,
Enjoy
brother.
your evening.
You too, man. Good night.
Peace.
You douche.
Whoops.